Day 5 has numerous options today, and for Kyle and Mark it starts with fishing in the local streams. They skip the hikes and walk to the local streams where it gave a taste of Patagonia's fishing. It was just a teaser for Kyle compared to what fishing will be like on day 6. Even though the fish were small, we appreciated how beautiful the surrounding mountains were and could not think of a better place to be. For some of the others, they would begin their hike to Mirador, Piedras, Blancas. They began their hike from the ecodomes and to the entrance of Los Glaciers National Park Trail, which was not very far from the ecodomes. The path begins a slight ascent, and upon entering the trees you will be able to see the west peaks of the Chalten Hill and the great pillars of its north face. After 2 hours of walking, you will reach a viewpoint to the west that will allow you to appreciate the splendid beauty of the Piedras Blancas Glacier. For a few others, the hike continues to Laguna Capri. The hike to Laguna Capri in El Chalten starts at the end of Avenida San Martin and follows the Senda El Fitzroy until reaching the turnoff for Laguna Capri. This is a popular route and the turnoff for Laguna Capri is well marked and signposted. The group passed other reservoirs to stop and take pictures before reaching Laguna Capri. In this forest, you will most likely see the Magellanic woodpecker, as Peter videoed this one pecking away at the tree. Laguna Capri is a vibrant blue lake, as you can see. Faye is quoted as saying it was the bluest lake she had ever seen. There are 5 other people in our group who continued on to the 13+ mile hike to Laguna de los Tres, and thank you to Jim for providing me with a dialogue of what it was like to do this monumental hike. The initial 4-mile hike from the ecodomes to the base camp at Fitzroy was very pleasant. It was lined with trees and great views of the glacier. Upon arriving at the campsite at the base of the climb to Laguna de los Tres Fitzroy, you had to decide whether to hike the last 0.8 miles and 1,200 feet of climbing or turn around and hike back to the town of El Chalten. After seeing so many great pictures and YouTube videos of the iconic view of Fitzroy and Laguna de los Tres, Jim knew that if he didn't at least try, he would regret it for the rest of his days. On the slow ascent to the lake, Jid said to himself that he had hoped that this was not a mistake. The trail was extremely steep and lined with rocks. According to his Strava map, there was a point where it was 45% grade. Jim had to focus on every step so that he would not injure himself or fall. After climbing for 43 minutes, Jim and the Blancas reached the iconic spot to view Fitzroy and realized it was definitely worth the effort. They all took a lunch break and sheltered from the cold behind a big boulder for about 30 minutes before hiking back down. The hike down was even more difficult than the hike up. When they finally got back down, they filled up their water bottles from the glacier-fed stream and started their 7-mile hike to our new hotel called Destino Sur Hotel. On their way down, they stopped at Laguna Capri for a quick break while Travis jumped in for a quick dip. Along the way back, they also saw Patagonia whale deer, which is the most endangered hoofed animal in South America, and less than 1,500 survive today. A big thank you to Pedro and Julia for guiding them up and down the trail and to make sure they all made it back safely. Relieved to see the city of El Chalten, the group made it to our new home, the Destino Sur Hotel. After arriving, we had little time to check in and clean up before walking to our only night on our own for dinner. La Venera Grill reservation was made by our own tour guides Pablo and Mandy. Thank you so much for setting this up. As you can see, the beer, wine, and food was delicious. Another day has come to an end, but more fun and excitement is awaiting for us tomorrow.